Hello everyone and welcome back to the Synergy Sanctum. My name is Justin. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here at the Synergy Sanctum, we specialize in all things related to Magic the Gathering with a specific focus on deck building. So I aim to show you very quick deck techs that'll show you all of the cards in the deck and how they work together to ultimately achieve the goals of that deck. If you're not already, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. And we also have a sister channel now, so head on over to Commander Coliseum and check out their content as well. And for today's deck tech, we have Feldon of the Third Path. Look at Feldon here. Feldon's just looking at this robot head saying she will come back to me. What is he trying to do? Well, he is trying to recur target creatures out of the graveyard, turn them into robots, and let them gain haste. And then at that point, they are sacrificed at the next end step. So this is a recur monsters deck and bring stuff back from the graveyard onto the battlefield, and then figure out ways to have the deck synergize with that strategy. So TCG market value is $340 to $487. Our land count is low at 32, with 26 of those being mountains and 6 of those being non-basics. So the strategy here is to use mono red draw spells that force us to discard in order to draw. We're going to discard some big scary creature, and then we're going to get Feldon out to bring that big scary creature back, and we're going to have ETB triggers, and we're going to have ways of attacking because Feldon's giving them haste as well. So, diving into it, what are our big scary monsters? Well, here they are. We got Zealous Conscripts, which will let us take something. Triplicate Titan's a big scary flying trampler, and when it dies, it leaves behind golems. Terror of the Peaks is getting us ETB damage when other stuff comes in. Wormcoil Engine's going to leave some worms behind. We've got Olamog the Ceaseless Hunger, so we probably won't get the cash trigger, but we will get the attack and have everybody exile or have that defending player exile the top 20 cards. Molten Primordials taking stuff, Goldspan Dragons doubling our treasures. We've got a Blightsteel Colossus as well, which will need to be hard cast or cheated in with something like Sneak Attack. Sunspine Lynx is doing damage off of non-basics. Spawn Athraxis off your mountains. Nullspine Dragon's getting us draws when it enters, so if we're playing kind of mid to late game, we do a bunch of damage. This is going to get us draws. And then Pathrazor of Olamog can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. We've got additional scary monsters with Balefire Dragon. Balefire Dragon's going to just nuke your opponent's board, 6 damage to every creature if it connects. Darksteel Colossus, Blightsteel's friend. It's not as mean, but still a 11/11 trampler. We've got Hellkite Tyrant. We are going to be playing a lot of artifact synergies, and then we can take them if he attacks. Combustible Gearhulk's getting you draw. Atali's taking stuff from others. Duplicate and Meteor Golem are removal. It That Betrays is getting whatever they sack off of that Annihilator. Darksteel Monolith's letting us play a lot of these Eldrazi's for free from our hand. Emrakul the Promised End is getting you the ability to take control of that player's next turn if you cast it. And then Keldon Firebombers is so good in this deck because when it enters, everybody sacks lands except for 3, and 3 happens to be the mana cost to use Feldon's ability. So if you get this off, you're going to continue to play the game and do Feldon's ability, but you're going to limit everybody else's mana to just those 3 lands. So really, really showstopper in this deck. And then we're going to be doing a lot of discarding. I mean draw, right? Yeah, it's a little bit of a different strategy here because we actually want to discard a lot of these big scary creatures and then recur them with Feldon. So we're not tripping as much about things like Burning Inquiry where it discards at random, or even something like Magus of the Wheel or Fateful Showdown where we're doing a wheel, because if we chuck all of those big scary creatures, it just ends up working into our strategy. We've got all of the red draw cards that bring in treasures as well. And then we've got Change of Fortune. So if we've discarded a bunch, then we draw for each card we've discarded this turn. So we can kind of stack these mono red draw cards here. And then other good stuff in the deck. So we've got Gamble to go search for whatever scary creature we want. We've got Sneak Attack and Perforos Bronze-Blooded, as well as Ilharg the Raise Board to cheat in creatures. Repercussion is redirecting damage to the, or not redirecting, but adding the same damage to opponents that creatures take. Sundial of the Infinite is ending the turn, so Feldon's ability does sack the thing at end step, but with Sundial we can end the turn and keep it. Ortheon is doubling up, making a bunch of tokens. Pandemonium's doing damage equal to power, and while it is for everybody, we're going to benefit the most from it. We've got Mob Rule in case our strategy goes to crap, because we can take everyone else's things. And then Mesmeric Orb here is really, really good because whenever a permanent becomes untapped, they mill a card. So it's helping us fill our graveyard so that Feldon can recur those things. And then we are running a Kiki Jiki. At a minimum, it can copy something like an Inferno Titan and get extra damage. And at a maximum, it can combo off infinitely with the Zealous Conscripts and get you a billion Zealous Conscripts to attack with. So really, really good here. And then more good stuff in the deck. We don't want to waste these tokens, so Determined Iteration lets us populate and make an additional one for the token that's there from Feldon. Disrupt Decorum is goading everything. Panharmonicon is doubling up on ETB triggers. We've got board wipes with Blasphemous Act and Neverrolls discs, Reality Scramble, and all of these red removal cards like Chaos Warp and Guff Rewrites History are really, really good because they allow you to target your own token that's going to go away anyway, and then get something from the deck that's going to stand and not have that end step death trigger. And then we've got mana in the deck as well, so ways of shutting down your opponent's boards with Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon, so their non-basics become mountains. Solemn is getting you a land and a draw. Curse Mirror is becoming a copy of something when it enters. We've got Gaia Reach Sanitarium, again, because we don't care about the discard, so it's just on a land now, and we can keep doing it. Patriarch Seal is a single instance of untapping Feldon, and then we're running Ruby Medallion to discount the red spells, and Extra Planar Lens to double up those mountains. And with that, our show has come to an end. Thank you so much for watching our video, and if you enjoyed that video, feel free to share it out with any friends who might find value in it as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. We hope to see you again soon. Have a good one.